I don't know how Christmas music felt before this Christmas, but I can only tell you how it feels after this Christmas. What's going on, everybody? You're right on time for another ride on the Groove Line with your host, Chris Stevens. It is Christmas Day, and we have reached the end of the road. Well, at least for this series. It's the 25 days of Christmas, and this is Christmas Days, which makes it December 25th, which makes it day 25. So we've reached to the end here. I want to thank y'all for hanging with me throughout this entire month. I am going to do a final wrap-up episode. Everybody's doing a wrap. I might as well do one. I'm going to do one for my favorite 2025 music. And then, share my gratitude with you all. No, I'm going to use this episode to share my gratitude at the end. But yes. So it's the 25 days of Christmas. And what is the ultimate Black Christmas song? Some people may say the Temptations version of Silent Night. In my mind, I'd like to be free. Yeah. I mean, hey, you won't get an argument from me. But this show's pick on the Groove Line, as hosted by Chris Stevens, and I own this operation too. So you know how it goes. But my pick for the ultimate Black Christmas song will forever be This Christmas by my fellow Libra brother, the late, great Donny Hathaway. And I don't know how Christmas music felt before this Christmas, but I can only tell you how it feels after this Christmas. And the holiday don't start until you hear I don't make the rules. I mean, some people will say, in my mind, by Dennis Edwards starts the holiday. But for me, it's like that horn and drum combo. If you ain't in a good mood, then I'm sorry. I mean, you just not in the Christmas spirit this year. I'm sorry. It happens. But for me, every time I hear that song, it's like, yeah, we hear that. It's Christmas. Let's have fun. And the way the song just has grown a legendary life of its own and continues to 55 years later is just absolutely mind-boggling. Justin Tinsley, who writes for Anscape, did a really good piece almost 10 years ago about the foundations of the song. And I'll put a link to that in the description below so y'all can read it whenever you get the time. But just to sort of summarize what he wrote, he spoke to Rick Powell, who was one of Donnie's closest collaborators when they met at Howard University, by the way. HBCU's rock, by the way. Shout out to Delaware State University. So yeah, this is the HBCU stand account. And how they, came together with the from the Magnificent Seven, some sort of like, horn dramatic intro. That's where they came up with that for This Christmas. And the lyrics came from a lady named Nadine McKenna, also a Chicago native. And she had written this poem during one of the harshest winters of ever in Chicago in 1967. So the lyrics themselves had been about 2 or 3 years old when, she got to meet Donnie at the Curtom Studios. And when, she recited those lyrics to him, he said, okay, this is it. We're recording this. And Miss McKenna has co-writer's credit to this day. So hopefully she is still living lovely off of her words that have become a Black birthright. Hang all the mistletoe. I'm going to get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's going to be together this Christmas. The fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Shake a hand, shake a hand. Yeah, just like you can't start the Christmas holiday without that song. It is virtually impossible. I mean, for Black people, shucks, I think even white people like This Christmas. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, whites and Latinos and Asians and others can't enjoy Black music, but This Christmas is absolutely for us, by us. But I'm not going to sit here and say that white people can't enjoy it because I'm pretty sure there's, some cat with some Chad with soul talking about hang on the mistletoe, putting his own spin on it. It's possible. It's very possible. But yeah, you can't start this holiday without This Christmas. Like I live in the Philadelphia area. There are two contemporary radio stations for older audiences, older Black audiences, and they both play This Christmas on Black Friday. Like, I think it's probably the first 4 or 5 songs within the, morning set after, after the morning radio shows go off. When you get into your work day radio shows on that Black Friday, it's it's the rule. It's the rule. You got to wear your sunglasses so you can feel cool. Shout out to George Clinton. But yeah, you got to hear This Christmas in order for it to be Christmas. And that song just is going to, it outlived the man who sang it. It's probably going to outlive the person who came up with the beat, Rick Powell. The lyrics are going to outlive Miss Nadine McKinnon, and we thank her. God, black women are just like amazing, man. This woman wrote a poem 3 years before meeting Donny Hathaway, and it turned into one of the greatest Christmas songs ever, original Christmas songs ever. Incredible. But yeah, you just can't start this holiday without This Christmas. It's impossible. And I don't want to live in a world where I couldn't hear This Christmas on the day after Thanksgiving. I just wouldn't. I couldn't imagine it. I would have to hear it. As long as I have the gift of hearing, I would need to hear that song the Friday after Thanksgiving to know that, okay, we can start, winding down on all the busy work of the year and just sit back and enjoy the holiday. So this Christmas is just another one of those representations for Black America that we work so hard. We have to work twice as hard to get half of what white people have, and then we can take a break, at least at Christmas time, to enjoy the music in each other's company. So that's what This Christmas means to me. It's a wonderful song. And again, if you're one of the few that haven't heard it, and that's me looking at you funny, but if you haven't heard it, go listen to it immediately. Come back and let us know what you think. But I want to hear those of you who have heard it millions of times over and never get tired of it. I want to hear your thoughts on this Christmas. So let's talk in the comments. So thank you guys for joining me for this edition of On the Groove Line and the 25 Days of Christmas. Like I said, I'm going to take a few days to rest my voice because you can probably hear that I'm really raggedy right about now around the vocal cord area. And then I'm going to review the music that I enjoyed the most in 2025. That'll probably be up on Tuesday, December 30th. So that's the tentative date for that. But if not, it'll definitely be up New Year's Eve. But yeah, definitely December 30th. I'm going to, have this episode up about the music I enjoyed the most this year. So yes, thank you guys for riding with me on the Groove Line all year long. Really appreciate y'all. Contact information will be in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and tap that notification bell so you're notified of all the new videos that drop on this channel. And don't forget to like and comment on these videos too, because, well, I do talk back in the comments. So thank you guys for riding with me all year long as we start this maiden voyage on the Groove Line and we continue into 2026. And until the next time we ride, may you find the groove, or may the groove find you. And Merry Christmas.